I I'm really interested from there for that. Anyway, I like Newcastle. I like that church. I like that people. Nothing more. That's it. Bye. Bye.
I'm 62 and I've been knitting since about the age of 7, from a family of knitters, surrounded by mother and granny and mothers of other friends who knitted. I have an image of my mother knitting little grey jumpers for my brother going to school, and I have this image of my friend's mother sitting upright in a Rover car knitting on 4 pins. She always knitted socks for her son. I knitted seriously from the teenage years, and even as a student at university it was quite a thing to be a knitter and a sewer. When I knit, I feel it's almost like weaving a tapestry, because thoughts go into knitting and various images go into knitting. Whatever you're watching on the television or whatever is in the news, it goes into the knitting in the row. I have happy memories of knitting for my children, and I enjoy knitting now for myself. It's a very calming thing, knitting. I would advise it to anyone who was a little bit depressed or a little bit uptight. It's very, very relaxing. Great deal of pleasure, and colours are just wonderful when they're knitted up. Thank you.
Okay, this poem's called Happiness, and my name's Rebecca Warren. Drops of gold upon the earth, children's laughter full of mirth, birds flying through the sky, falling asleep with a peaceful sigh. Music's playing and friends rejoice, 1,000 people find their voice. So much beauty for us to sing, in this world of misguided feeling. To find the wonder in this life is the key to joy and out of strife. Feel the peace of all that's around, even when in your own life it's not always found.
John Taylor ate his pillow and all was left was billow.
When not April, with its shower suitor, the drought of March has passed to the rooter.
I say the chuff is mad.
Perfect, Chaucer.
And I do not have any poetry to say to you today. All I can say is it's been a wonderful day and I've enjoyed it. Come to CLL, the North East Centre for Lifelong Learning.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Tom was 3, I'm carrying the baby, look at me. I'm carrying the baby, look at me. Look at me, I've dropped the baby, look at me.
Well, in the last couple of years or so, I suppose, I've become very conscious of the fact that I'm quite afraid of heights. I never was, but now I find that whenever I'm, say, walking across the Tyne Bridge or somewhere like that, I really get quite frightened at the idea of falling. I've just been in the Bolbec Hall, and as you probably know, there are lots of sort of staircases there leading up to quite a high point. And I screwed up the courage to look down, and I felt quite sick. And I'm rather afraid that this is going to be something that will creep up on me, so that it stops me doing some of the things I like doing, i.e. walking in hills and mountains and so on. I don't know why it should suddenly have snuck up on me the way it has, because, as I think I've said already, I was never frightened of heights remotely until a couple of years ago. It just seems to have come out of nowhere and made me feel very nervous about getting into certain situations. In fact, I only have to think about heights now to make myself feel quite nauseous. What would it look like as a monster? I don't know. Presumably it would have to be something with an enormous throat or something like that, into which one would fall and, you know, meet one's doom after whatever length of drop it was. I imagine falling off the Tyne Bridge wouldn't take very long, but it might in absolute time, but it might seem an absolute age, and it frightens me.
I am in love with Frith Benbury. I wonder what he thinks of me. I hear his received pronunciation and my heart pounding. I see me in the front row of his every performance. I want him to notice me. I am in love with Frith Benbury. I pretend to be his escort in a walled tea garden. I feel ecstatic to be so near. I touch the handle of the fine bone china teacup. I worry that I have jam on my lip. I cry when I come round from this daydream, for I am in love with Frith Benbury. I understand he is not one for groupies. I say he'd be veritably drowned. I dream of ripping off his cricket jumper. I try to keep my feet on the ground. I hope one day to meet the man himself, for I am in love with Frith Benbury, but he is just a picture on my shelf. I thank you.